All right, everyone, we have Morgan Gautrat here. Morgan, just want to get your initial thoughts on the match.
Yeah, tough one. Obviously, we don't like to lose, and we haven't lost at home in a long, long time. But I think for us, we're still early on in the season. I thought the performance was there. I thought we dominated in all facets of the game, honestly, and I just felt like we didn't put one away, and we gave up one chance maybe. And I think that we were unfortunate in that. But for us, I think we move on. We learn from the loss, and it's still early on.
Awesome.
Morgan, I guess just kind of going off that one chance you gave up, how frustrating is it to have dominated the game, but just let that one little slip up meet the game?
Yeah, it's really frustrating. I think, like you said, we dominated the game. So I think when you give up a goal that we could prevent by helping each other out and just communicating, and we just got to shore that up and clean that stuff up. But I think for us, we've been so good and haven't given up any goals like that, and I think mistakes happen, and it's just part of the game. I think for us, we can always be better in the final third and put our chances away, and I think we could have gotten at least a tie or a result tonight, even though we couldn't put our chances away. But like you said, we dominated and they got one chance, and I think also there's some positives to take away from that. They have a really good team and a good attack and great quality, and I think that we limited them tonight.
Kind of going off of that, you mentioned how the team dominated throughout the game. As you get to halftime and early in the second half, and it's still scoreless. Can you talk about the mindset of the team when you're seeing kind of those chances go by?
Yeah, I think in this league especially, every half is so different. Teams make changes, especially when we had a really good performance the first half. I think they almost have to adjust to us, and so I think we always know that coming in after halftime and starting the second half. So for us, it's always important to start the second half strong, and I think that we did that. I think we got a little bit too lax, and just maybe 5-10 minutes, and I think that makes a huge difference in this league because teams are good enough and the quality is good enough to punish you for that, and I think we have to have a better performance for full 90 minutes.
All right, we'll go to Theo on the Zoom.
Hi, Morgan. Unlucky today. I was wondering if you could just talk me through. I understand you haven't really had time to review the goal, Monday's goal, but talk me through kind of what it was like defending the Spirit press today, and what you were saying to your teammates, or what Seb was saying to you about, possessing the ball near your goal. What were the kind of conversations you were having during the game?
Sorry, can you repeat that? I didn't really like.
Can you repeat that, Leo or Theo?
Sorry, Morgan. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Just what conversations were you having amongst yourselves, or was Seb giving you instructions in terms of possessing the ball close to your goal? I was just wondering what the tactic for withstanding the Spirit press was. Obviously, the goal comes quite late, but comes from a high turnover. So what was the kind of messages during the game for withstanding high pressure from Washington?
Yeah, I think for us, we want to play out of the back, and I think it's all about finding the open player, because obviously when a team presses the way that they do, you put yourself under pressure. And I think for us, it was just, and sometimes when they press well, sometimes you just have to clear it. And I think for us, we got a little bit caught in between who was even dropping to help Anna in the moment, and then obviously I think we could play out of it, but we also probably got in a little bit of trouble. So I think for us it was just finding the right open player, and then at times when you're playing out of the back and a press is good, sometimes you just have to bypass the press, and I think sometimes after that we did that and we went a little bit longer and then got underneath, and I think it's just all about decision making and obviously helping our teammates out, especially when you're under pressure like that.
Good, Austin.
Morgan, just playing through, trying to find those lines in the attack. They were playing a bit of a high line, also with Aubrey playing a bit higher up and kind of disrupting some of those balls over top. How tough was that just to kind of manage some of those counterattacks and try and find Barbara up top with them playing that way?
Yeah, I think, everyone respects Barbara's speed and just her ability to get in behind. And I think teams know that and have to change to play against us. And I think for us, we're trying to add more layers to our game in order to not just rely on that, but also be able to play around and through teams. And I think today, honestly, I felt like we created a lot of chances. I thought we were lethal. I thought we were good in every phase of the game, and just had a few lapses, which is the difference. And for us, I think it was a great performance, honestly, and a step above what we've done. And I just thought we were unfortunate to not get the result.
Colin?
Yeah, I got a couple of questions. First, I mean, like you said, you guys dominated this game, but just couldn't get it. If there was one thing you could do differently in this game, what would it be?
Put our chances away.
The second thing, you guys have seen the spirit over and over again, but there was something of a surprise today. That was a gift Monday. She's just joined them. It's only her second game. Was there anything she did that surprised you, or was it? I mean, did she show up in your scouting report?
Yeah, for sure she did, and she's a player that is newer to the league, so a lot of us aren't as familiar with her as some others. But yeah, I think that she was dangerous when they had the ball, and obviously you have to respect that she can get in behind as well. And I thought she's an aerial presence, so we had to definitely focus on her in that regard.